What's going on, everybody? This is your boy, and this is another BU 365 video. So, you guys see the title, okay? What I want to say is, I know I said on a video a while back that when I reach my goal, well, not the goal, because my ultimate goal is to weigh 190 by my birthday, which is December 23rd. So I have well over I want to say 11 months to get there. So I said when and my goals have been in stages: 220, 210, 200, 190. So I said when I reach my first goal of 220 that I would do a video and pretty much show you the before and after. So unfortunately I have to renege. Now before you think to click off the video and dislike and leave me all type of nasty stuff in the comments, give me a second, okay? Well, give me a couple of minutes, let me talk, okay? Because there's more to this stories, okay? There's levels to this. But I promise you that, you know, when it's all said and done, you know, you guys will understand, and I'm still going to give you guys, I'm still going to bless you, okay? So pretty much what has happened is, I know you guys are full aware that I have steadily been losing weight. I arrived to North Carolina at 275 pounds, so I was a heavy something, and I've lost quite a bit of weight. I've lost 49 pounds, so I actually got weighed in on Wednesday at 226 pounds, so that is 6 pounds away from my goal. Well, everybody saw me when I got back from leave last week. Well, one of my supervisors was, one of the two like immediate supervisors that I have was actually in a class last week, so he didn't see me until Monday. And of course, you know, well, actually, let me take you guys back to last week. So I had people complimenting me up the woo-ha. Like, everybody's just like, wait, you look like you've lost even more weight. Are you losing weight? You know, like, how the fuck did you lose weight on leave? Because typically when you go away and you enjoy your leave, especially when it's during the holiday season, you know. And actually, let me take my glasses off, because I ain't gotta read anything just yet. Okay, hold on. Gotta look. Okay. But when you are on leave, you know, you're not really doing anything but having fun, getting drunk, if that's what you do, and pretty much eating reckless. So it was just like, how did you lose weight while you're on leave? And, you know, me being myself, I'm just like, well, you know, I know what I'm doing. I know what to do. But I've definitely lost weight. I lost some weight during those 2 weeks, which again is unheard of. And believe it or not, and I'll talk a little bit more about this later in the video, like, I did some reckless eating and I was still able to lose weight, you know. So but everybody had been complimenting me. I've even had people, even though a lot of this was in jest, you know, I'm not gonna lie, it made me feel some kind of way, because I even got accused of taking drugs, and I'm just like, okay, let us not do that. Okay, like, we're not going to invalidate my success by trying to accuse me of being on heroin, crack, cocaine, things of that nature. Like, it's all nice for a good kiki, but, you know, again, when people make jokes and whatnot, more often than not, 9 times out of 10, there's a bit of truth, or they slightly mean something in the midst of the entire joke. So with that being said, my other supervisor, because like I said, when I say just about everybody gave me a compliment last week, just about everybody gave me a fucking compliment. So my other supervisor saw me on Monday, and he's just like, the fuck? Like, it was one of those ways, it's like, you have been losing weight, you know. And it's one of those things where it's just like, you notice it when you see a person, but when there's been time away, and you, because it's one thing to lose weight and somebody, like, you're losing weight and somebody see you on a day-to-day, you know, they'll see the changes here and there. It's another thing to be losing weight, go away for some time, lose more weight, and come back, because then it's like, oh my gosh, I see it, you know, which is what it was. Because that even happened when I went away for the 5 weeks when y'all was getting some of the white screens and shit. You know, I came back and it was just like, you know, I got that. And, you know, I was talking to, you know, my supervisor and everything. I'm just like, you know, I've made some progress, this, that, and the third. And I'm like, I think that I'm going to reward myself. Because I'm going to do a double reward. You know, one is going to be like, I'm going to have some pizza this weekend. You know, because like I said, and again, I'll get more into what I've been doing, but have myself some, you know, high processing carbs, you know. And also, but on the flip side of that, have me just a nice piece of steak, you know, like a nice steak, 16 to like 20 something ounce steak. And you know, he was even looking like, yeah, because it's one of those things where it's just like, honestly, like I said that, you know, even though it was a New Year's resolution tag, just in general, I was going to, you know, treat myself so much better this year. And how, you know, and just treating myself to just good food is definitely a good thing. So yeah, just a nice piece of steak. And I said the P word. Okay, I said the P word. And this boy is like I said, I'm not gonna say he's a meathead, but he's a fitness nut. And I said, yeah, you know, have me a nice potato. I'm sorry, yeah, nice steak with a potato. And he was like, it better be a sweet potato. I'm like, what? Whoa, calm down now. I'm like I could have, and that's when shit start going left, because he wants to talk about how potato is, and contrary to what a lot of people may think, you know, even at my heaviest, which was 275, I know about working out. I know about, you know, different vitamins and minerals and everything else. You know, I know about nutrition. You know, I may not have a degree in it, but I know enough about it. And for those who don't believe me, I mean, can y'all not see this? This is all without anybody's help, me going off of what I already know. So I'm just like, okay. And literally the conversation evolved to a point where, you know, he was just like, well, you're going to do, like, it was because he kept saying it better be a sweet potato. And I'm like, bruh, I could have a fucking regular, you know, I'm just like, calm this shit down. And then literally it was just like, you're going to be on this program, you're going to do that. And he literally, like, I told everybody it was rape. I was raped, okay? I was raped mentally, okay? And verbally. Like, you like, backed me into a corner. It wasn't do you want to. It was, you gonna do this, you gonna like it. And you guys, like, literally, that's what the fuck it was. But, you know, I consented. So, I'm starting a brand new program. Again, you're going to hear all the details of that later on in this video, but because the only reason why he said this to me is the program, it requires a lot of dedication and discipline, and his whole thing is to see the transformation and to see that I've lost well over 40 pounds. You know, it's like, okay, I know he can do it. And it's one of those where he was admiring, you know, my journey, my strength, and everything else. And he's trying to help me, you know, get my beach body early. So I got 6 weeks. We gonna see how this shit go, because, you know, the program is called Shortcut to Shred. Like I said, y'all hear more about it later. But I'm supposed to sit here and I'm supposed to drop massive amount of fat. And I'm supposed to sit here and, you know, bulk up, because I even explained to him, like, the body type that I'm going for. Like, I'm not trying to be a meathead, but I want to be a slim yet toned and somewhat ripped 190/200. Like, that is what I'm going for. I'm not trying to be like I was in basic, where my ass looked all types of anorexic and shit. Okay, I don't want to. Well, that was 183, so I'm not trying to be 183. I ain't trying to be that much. About 190 look good, you know. I don't know. I might get that. We'll see. So with all of this being said, I got weighed in this past Wednesday at 226 pounds, and I'm actually starting a brand new program Sunday. Okay, so because of this, when I finally reach 220, I'm going to be on a completely different regiment. So it's going to be kind of hard to sit here and be like, yeah, I've lost all this weight doing this right here, though the last 6 pounds came from something else. So you're still going to get, you will still get the before and after pictures in this video. Okay, the only thing is, the reason why I said that I'm reneging is I said when I reach 220, I'm going to reach 220 doing something completely different. So I am 226. I've lost 49 pounds thus far. So you will see the before and after pictures in this video. Okay. So with the church announcements out the way, what I do want to say is, first and foremost, thank y'all for listening to this long ass introduction. And also, with this particular video, if you guys go down to the description box, this video will be broken up into a couple of different sections. So either A, if you just want to like listen to a little bit here, a little bit there, a little bit here, you can. Or if you just want to be greedy and just skip to a certain part, you can just go down there. You know, like I said, my feelings won't be hurt, but I will laugh for you to watch the whole entire video. So this video is going to be broken up into, you've already listened to the I guess we could say the church announcement, but that will also be down there, but you've already listened to it. You're going to have my journey. I'm also going to talk about my particular weight loss program a little bit more in depth. Certain products and supplements that I've actually ingested, meaning going in my mouth and, you know, letting them work through my body. Certain fitness products and whatnot that I've actually physically put on my person that also contributed to my particular, well, my weight loss, and also additional like, how can I say, supplementary items that I've used that have assisted me in the process of losing weight, and then the current workout program that I am actually on, or that I'm actually going to start in, I should say, 2 days. Because it's Friday night right now, and yeah, I pretty much have about, what, less than 36 hours, and this shit's kicking off. And I hope everybody's doing good with their TSBU 365 challenge for January. Okay, I hope y'all drinking y'all gallon of water, and even if you're not drinking the gallon of water, I hope and I pray that you are at least, you know, ingesting more water than normal, and hopefully you're seeing the benefits, hopefully. All right, so my journey, my weight loss journey. Because I don't want this to be, I don't want the story to be too long, because I've actually already told the story. But I enlisted in the United States Army, and well, I said I went off to basic training in August 2008. Enlisted at 220 pounds, a fat 220. I say a fat 220 because there is a difference between a fat 220 and a toned 220. And I'm 6'1". All right, so I'm 73 inches. Basic training is all of 9 weeks, which is what, 2 months and a week, but also factoring in reception integration. So I'm gonna just say 2.5 months. 2.5 months. Came in at 220. All right, my ass left basic training at a whopping 183. Your boy was skinny, okay? Your boy was slim, thin, and trim. Let me tell you, it is what it is. Like I said, I got done with that. Like I said, I was at Fort Benning, Georgia for basic training. I left there, went to Fort Worth, Alabama. I did 4 years there. Well, 4 years and some change, because I'm not factoring in. Okay, fuck. I went to Fort Worth, Alabama for AIT. Boom, there it is, for AIT. And like I said, the drill sergeants even told us before we left base training, look, when you finally get to AIT, don't get in the fatty boy line. What the fuck did I do? I got in the fatty boy line. But it really did not add more to me, you know, but I will say that I filled out a little bit more. And when I say filled out, I was like in like 193, 195. So it looked a little bit better because I didn't look as fucking, you know, deprived, you know, so I looked a little bit more healthy and everything. But that happened. Graduated in March of 2009, became permanent party, actually stayed at Fort Worth, Alabama, so I physically did 4 years there, 2 years at Stinson, 2 years at Lowe. And running for me sucked. I hated running. Like, granted, I wasn't the best at push-ups and sit-ups either, but damn it, if I didn't hate anything else, it was fucking running. So lo and behold, through the pips and all this other shit, getting off of it, everything else, it was one of those where I'm like, okay, I'm gonna take personal responsibility for my own shit. So I was running every day. If not every day, I was running about a good 5 to 6 days a week. And when I say like I was getting in my workouts, you couldn't tell me shit, because I had gained up to 220 pounds again, but I was still more of a fit 220 than a fat 220, because you could definitely see the difference in my body. But I was so pretty much I had went from 183 up to 220, and I've even went back down to 200, you know. And so it was one of those things where it's like I always knew what to do, and it was just trying to like find what worked best for me. But what really hurt me is running. Well, first and foremost, I've never been athletic. I hate sports. If you watch the show long enough, you probably not would figure it out. I fucking hate sports. I fucking hate the shit. And so I that just wasn't my shit. I hated it. And with that, you know, I didn't really do a lot of working out. So to be 21 and to literally like thrust my body into working out, I would assume that my body went into fucking shock. And I didn't know about preventative maintenance. And when I say that, with all of the running and everything, what I'm talking about is like joint support and fish oil, things like that, to better help, you know, my joints and everything. I did not learn about this until my body was at the point that it was like the damage was irreversible. So, but I would run, especially on my own, upwards from 2 miles up until like 5 miles, you know what I'm saying? It's just what I did. But all of that, it added up over time. Like I said, my knees, you could hear the cracks when I would squat down to a certain extent. Whole nine, you know, speed this story up. I've had 2 lateral releases, one done in February of February 2013. Was it February? Pause. January, I'm sorry, 2013, and then that was my left knee, and then I had the other one done. It was either in March or April of the same year. 2 lateral releases done because, you know, like I said, my knees were just getting bad, and having the surgery, especially the first one, I didn't do right by myself. I didn't eat, I won't necessarily say healthy, but I wasn't watching what I'm eating because I wasn't mobile for that duration. So I'm just sitting here, and at the same exact time, you know, I'm high as fuck off the drugs. It's my knees, so I have limited fucking mobility, so I'm not finna get the fuck up and cook, so I just have food ordered. You know what I'm saying? So that right there just put more weight on my body, just more weight on my body. And then I eventually left for Korea. So I left for Korea, I would say that I was somewhere around in between my like the 230s and the 240s. But I got there, and even though it was like that, I still bust my ass passing PT tests and whatnot, passing the tape tests, because, you know, I've well surpassed how much I can weigh, and, you know, like still, you know, doing my little thug dizzle. Y'all will hear more about the Korea stories at a later, much later time, and there's a reason why. And if you guys watch me, y'all know why y'all haven't heard those stories. So I ended up going back to, because my first year in Korea, I wasn't doing my job. I was working outside of my field. And then I went back to working in my field. So the year that I wasn't working in my field, I had the time to, you know, start trimming, you know, like trying to get back in the swing of things and really try to get my body in a decent state. I wasn't able to work out as much as I wanted to, because I'm one of them motherfuckers where when I get my, like, when I'm like focused on doing my job, I'm focused on doing my job. It's just how the fuck I am. Well, I get to doing my job, and let's just say, because I'm not gonna bore you with that, but shit just went left fast. I wasn't able to work out as much as I wanted. I would work nights so much, get called in for bullshit meetings, not having the time to work out. Will be there like literally when I think the fucking, you know, meetings are over, I'm sitting there shaking up my pre-workout and shit, drinking my pre-workout and shit. I'm already dressed to go work out. Then find out, nah, we ain't leaving because we got some more shit to do. So now I got pre-workout running through my fucking mind. It was just one of those where the shit just didn't work. And lo and behold, towards the latter part of 2014, shit just wasn't going right. You know, I was having issues with my leadership. You know, we were having like just differences in opinions and whatnot. And I'm vocal as shit, so you know that doesn't always help me to be very, very vocal. Come February, I got rated, so I was like, yes, you know, the one thing that I truly wanted to come into Korea, I have. My boss left, so I took over running the facility, which I'm just like, okay, never did this before, especially in this type of facility, but cool, got it. But then there was somebody else that outranked me in terms of, you know, time. But I ranked him in terms of the position because I was running the facility. And the thing is, the motherfucker gets rated and learns the system and shit. He can take the shit over, and I wanted that. Well, he wasn't doing his job as, you know, being overseer of the building. So they removed him from that. He wasn't training. So not only am I facility chief of my respective section, because there's two different entities in this one building, I was radar, and the people above me were VFR towers. So pretty much they talk to aircraft looking out the window, we're looking at a scope, you know. So pretty much myself and the tower facility chief, we had to become the NCOI, well, yeah, the NCOIC. We had to pretty much be the overseer of the building, more or less me than him. So not only am I working 8 hours a day, physically doing my job, because they removed this motherfucker over here from, you know, being the NCOIC, now I had to take that over. So let's just say my day started early, because shift for us started at, was it 6 o'clock? Yeah, 6 o'clock. 6 o'clock to 2 in the afternoon. Which means that I had, and fuck the bullshit, I'm up around 4:30 to get cleaning everything. If the buses were running, we called the bus. There were times that the bus would not run to a certain time, so we had to walk from where we stayed to get to crazy shit. So up at 4:30 to be there by 6. So my day is starting at 4:30, be at facility at 6, get off at 2. But when I get off at 2, I'm not done for the day, because I still have to go, and I have to go to meetings that this other motherfucker should be going to. So now I have to go to long story short in all of this, your boy was working anywhere from 12 to 16 hours a day, not to mention also trying to put out YouTube videos in Korea when there was an 18-hour time difference. And given all of this, it really boiled down to, okay, either I'm going to get my sleep or I'm going to go work out. I chose sleep. And a lot of people just like, oh, but you still doing YouTube videos. For those of y'all who've been rocking with your boy, y'all know that I was doing videos at work. Like when we didn't have traffic, I would have to go down to my office, take off my jacket, angle everything so you couldn't see certain shit, and shoot a fucking video. You feel what I'm saying? So shit was crazy. Shit was crazy. So like August 2014, was it 14? Yes, 14. I was roughly in my 240s. Alright, I was roughly in my 240s back in August 2014. And as y'all can see with some of these photos that you're about to see, the whole reason for showing you these photos, they're timestamped. Okay, so I don't want anyone to sit here and think, oh, he's trying to fabricate, or these photos are from years ago. No, this shit is recent, boo-boos. Okay, this shit is recent. And leaving Korea, I was 275. My ass was thickums. My ass was thick. Alright, like no shit, fucking thick. And that's pretty much how I came here. I even went home. My middle brother, fucking especially, okay, was the main one giving me the most shit. You know what I'm talking about? I don't even want to get into the shit. I don't. I can't wait till I come to fuck home though and stun on that ass. I want to see what the fuck his ass gonna say now, but that's not here nor there. And so 275 leaving Korea, 275 arriving back to the States. And you know, it took me a couple of months to really try to get, you know, shit straight, mind to perspective, having to sit down and really like figure out what it is that I wanted to do and the best way to tackle trying to, you know, achieve this weight loss, because it was one of those where, you know, it has to be a lifestyle. It has to be something that I know that I can do. And because I don't have all of the stresses that I had in Korea, it was one of those where I know I can get this done. So what I did, you're gonna hear about momentarily, but we're gonna just say starting from September, October, November, December, and we're gonna go ahead and say January. So 4.5 months, I've lost 49 pounds. 49 pounds is where I'm at currently. So like I said, currently I weigh 226, and I'm 6 pounds away from my first goal. And with this particular program that I'm about to start, I don't know how much I'm about to lose. Like, I'm scared. And when I explain the program at the end of this video, just kind of give you guys a general overview, you will see why your boy is just a little bit nervous. But this is where I'm at now. And I know some of y'all probably just like, well, congratulations, and honestly, thank you. So many people have, like, I did my vlog, and I know I was supposed to release this video earlier. I apologize for being late. But, you know, I did, like I said, I put in the work, and I am appreciative of everyone, both, you know, those that I work with, you know, my YouTube family, for the congrats. And honestly, thank you, because it's been work. It hasn't been easy. You know, there has been moments where it was hard, but, you know, it has not been easy. So this right here is your boy at 226 pounds, and I lived up to what I said. You guys got the before and after. Okay, so you guys probably want to know what was the plan. Of course, if you guys are not already, if you guys haven't already seen and liked the Facebook fan page for T-Spillins BU365, please go ahead and do so. All right. Like I said, I will admit I have not been like posting as much stuff as I would really love to, but y'all know that I am busy, so I do apologize. Try to get better at that. But I did post originally what my original plan was in terms of you know, losing some of this weight, and, you know, like the whole 365 aspect. I must admit that I have done very limited weight training and muscle training. I've done very little. I've mostly been focusing on my diet and cardio, because honestly I believe that 80% of you know, the gains that a lot of us make, 80% is in the kitchen, or if we want to flip it, 80% is what we're physically putting in our body. I want to say 15 to 17% is physically what we do to our bodies, and 5 to 7% is the supplements, just the extra stuff. So but yes, it's mostly like I've mostly been working on what it is that I've been consuming, not really the weights. And the crazy thing is, my plan was get my weight down to 220 and then incorporate hitting the weights, like literally getting my body, because I knew once I incorporated the weights that I was going to take my weight loss from here, like I said, I went from here to here, and I know with the weights I was going to take it right there. So it was a systematic thing that I was going for. And in terms of eating, what I was doing is I was doing intermittent fasting. And pretty much what that is you fast for anywhere from 12 to 16 hours, and then you feast for the remaining time period. And the reason that I did that is, I know a lot of people say, you know, as soon as you wake up, you want to eat something, you know, for breakfast, this, that, and the third. And I'll be honest, especially my time in the military, for basic training and everything else, I hate eating first thing in the morning. I do. There are days where my body's just like, hey, I'm hungry first thing in the morning. And it's kind of weird to me, but you know, I've learned in general, I think this is one thing that can help a lot of people, is when you finally learn your body, you know, respond to your body. You know what I'm saying? So those moments where my body wants to eat first thing in the morning, okay, but they're far and few in between. But typically, I don't like eating first thing in the morning. I can't do it. And when I force myself to do it, I have to force myself to keep it down, because I immediately feel as if I want to vomit. No shit. Like, I feel like that's how I feel. And I fucking hate it. So, but and everybody's just like, you know, you have to do this to jumpstart metabolism, yada, blah, blah. And there's research on that side, but there's also research on the other side, because with the intermittent fasting, another way of thinking of it is like the whole caveman approach. Because the cavemen, they didn't, like I said, there really wasn't a whole lot of preserving food way back when. So they would wake up and really not have anything to eat. So they're waking up still in a fasted state. They're moving around in a fasted state, meaning that they're exercising, hunting in a fasted state. Kill the game. And then it's at that point that it's butchered, cleaned, cooked, and then eaten. So pretty much they've gone most of the day in a fasted state. And then they're just going, like, literally just that animalistic, you know, I guess nature kicks in. It's just like feast. So that's what I've been doing, because I've been pretty much calling it fasting feasting. You know, fast, then feast, then repeat. So I've been fasting for 16 hours and eating for 8 hours. So the way that I would do it is more or less try my best to sleep, to get 8 hours of sleep, because when you're sleeping, you're fasting. So there's 8 hours right there. And so like I said, that's 8 hours. I would try my best to stop eating 2 to 4 hours prior to going to sleep, and then do the rest on the back end. But what typically would happen is it wouldn't always work out that way, because again, work happens. But again, I'm not hungry first thing in the morning. So pretty much I'll wake up anywhere between 4 or 5 in the morning, and I don't eat. So pretty much, look at it this way: I stop eating at 8 o'clock at night, and I I start my first meal at noon. And when I say I would feast, your boy would feast. You know, like right before I took my PT test this past Wednesday, so Tuesday night, I had 2 4-ounce pieces of flounder, and and don't cringe, but I ate 2 pounds of broccoli florets. I know some of y'all probably looking like 2 pounds of who? But yeah, 2 pounds of broccoli florets with some, and it has stir fry sauce on it. Okay, I had some stir fry sauce on it, but that's what I ate, and it was a reason that I ate it like that. But that's what I had. You know, I've also done, you know, tilapia with some onion roasted potatoes, still some broccoli. You know, if you guys have watched the one recipe that I've already done, the plate that is less than 500 calories, it was the tilapia, the stir-fried broccoli, and the brown rice. You know, it's ways that you could sit here and eat, you know what I'm saying, and still be full. Like, I shit you not. The 2 pounds of broccoli and the 2 pieces of flounder, I ate the flounder first, and I was sitting here literally like munching on that broccoli, trying my best to get it down, because your boy was full. But I went to bed happy. During the break, more or less, like New Year's Eve and a couple days after New Year's, your boy was having nachos and cheese. But at the same exact time, even though I was doing the fasting and feasting, like I said, I'm eating for an 8-hour block, but I also counted my calories too. I do want to say that I've told you guys that I've used MyFitnessPal. I've done that, and I've actually programmed in my own measurements, well, my own macros and everything. So at max, I was trying to consume 200 grams of protein, but I was content reaching 150. Fiber, trying to reach 38 grams of fiber. Those were the 2 main things that I was trying to reach, is my fiber and my protein. Those were the 2 main things I was trying to reach. And my cap in terms of calories was 2,280 calories. Like, that was my cap. Not to mention, I was walking like crazy, and those weekend walks, which I need to go on one tomorrow, I would burn anywhere from 1,000 to 1,500 calories, and I would not let those calories factor in, which means that because they weren't factored in, I still consume those 2,280 up to, not factoring in the calories that I burned for the day. So letting all that add up, I was truly losing weight. I was shredding so much. So intermittent fasting definitely helped. And the whole cardio aspect, literally walking has been my saving grace. And again, it's one of those where it's not just me walking. You know, if you guys watch my vlogs, you understand that when I go on the walks, I actually use it as like as meditation, you know, walking, you know, being in tune with my surroundings, you know, talking to God. If y'all don't believe that, it is what it is, but I'm just saying, like, this is how I've used it. And literally just going for it, have my heart rate monitor on and go. Sometimes I pop in the headphones and, you know, your boy out there getting it. And one of those where it's just like, I'm gonna do it. At some point, I'm gonna have to sit here and do 10 miles in a day, but we'll talk about that later. But that's pretty much what I've been doing, and mostly focusing on just eating whole foods. You know, not a whole, like, even with my carbs, not going for processed, even though, yeah, I've had white potatoes and those are high glycemic, but staying away from a lot of processed foods. And if anything that I consumed was processed, it was probably condiments. Outside of that, whole meat, whole fruits, whole, like, literally everything is just as is, and it's mostly had been fruit, vegetables, and meats. Like, that has primarily been what I have been ingesting, and not to mention food prep. And I will actually be doing more on food prep with the BU 365, just kind of give you guys an idea of how I do it. But meal prep has definitely been, you know, one of the saving graces, and I'll talk more about that as well. So if you guys wanted to know like what exactly I've been doing, that pretty much is it in a nutshell. Intermittent fasting and a lot of cardio. And even with the intermittent fasting, you know, a lot of people don't necessarily count their calories, because you don't have to, but I did that because I was doing my best to like cut weight. And here's the thing, if y'all want, I have a guilty confession for y'all. With the intermittent fasting, yeah, your boy has better yet, if you guys saw the New Year's Eve blab that I did with James Colwell, Just Read My Book 1, if I'm not mistaken, the Get Views on there, Random Nikki, Yarell Hutton, I think we probably had like one other guest. Y'all saw that I was drinking, right? Y'all saw that I was putting back beers. There was one weekend I got the guy put down anywhere from like 8 to 10 in one damn day, and I'm still losing weight. And this one of those things where it's just like kind of understanding the body, understanding intermittent fasting, and just kind of like knowing what you're doing, but also at the same exact time working out as well. You can't just be, I'm gonna just do this and I'm not gonna do nothing else, you know. But like I said, and here's the thing, if you guys have any questions, like I said, in the bottom, in the description box of every video, I always leave my email address. You guys can email me. Okay, now I'm busy. I may not get to reading your email as quickly as you would want me to, but I do respond with my YouTube videos. Y'all can attest that even if I don't comment, I will at least hit the like button. Okay, but I comment. Again, sometimes I'm a little late on the draw, but I am very social. I am in no way, shape, or form big-headed. Now, mind you, I might be egotistical and shit. Okay, looking at my reflection and shit, but outside of that, like I said, I'm not full of myself in any way, shape, or form. So if you guys want to email me and even just try to figure out like if I can even help you maybe put together something, you know, it's one of those where we can do that. And with these monthly challenges, like I said, just little changes can make big differences. I'm so serious. Like, I think I've said this on maybe like 3 other videos, but even with the December challenge of logging what it is that you eat, because most of us, we're creatures of habit. We eat the same exact things day in, day out, more often than not. If you know that you eat things a certain way, if you change up something or take away something, you know, like say for instance, if you drink soda, and I know how it is. I can drink soda if I so choose. I don't drink a whole lot of soda, and the most of the times if I'm drinking soda, it's because I'm mixing cola with my, or Dr. Pepper, if you will, with my Long Island iced tea mix that I pre-make myself. That's the only time that I normally drink soda. And if I'm home, trust me, I can just drink soda. Just, you know, it's bad. But with that being said, if you know that you drink a lot of soda, how about substituting that soda and, you know, using those Crystal Light pitcher packs? Mix that with 2 liters of water, or do or put fill up a gallon bottle, put 2 packets in, and drink that to supplement. Or get you a soda stream. I've been using these bottles to hold my water because, again, on some real, I'm not going to sit here and spend money on a water bottle when I have 3 of these sitting around. But I do have a soda stream. Substituting that, because, again, like, this 1 liter bottle, in terms of calories, is slightly, just a little bit more than 1 can of soda. And that can is 12 fluid ounces. So, I mean, do the math. So just little things like that. But if you can eliminate 500 calories a day, that equals 3,500 calories in a week. 3,500 calories, if you can take that out completely, is the equivalent of a pound. And if you do that for a whole year, there's roughly 52 weeks in a year, you just lost 52 pounds in 1 year by simply removing 500 calories a day. Again, something so small can make such a big difference in the long run. So that's what these monthly challenges are, where it's just, it is something small, but if you continue to do these challenges and let them build, you'll get to another place. So I'm all for all of us, you know, like, you know, becoming better us's. And like I said, with the whole TSBU 365, if you guys want to post stuff over there, by all means, go ahead. We're family over there. So if you got something that you can throw over there that can help somebody else, by all means, go ahead. But like I said, we're all in this together, okay? So, now that I've already talked about what I did in terms of weight loss, I'm going to go ahead and talk to you about what I've ingested, okay? First off, fat burner. I really haven't been using commercial. I've actually built my own fat burner. I don't really want to talk too much about it because, like I said, it is something that, you know, I've developed. Like, I've created a stack that works for me. And, you know, like I said, with all my different ventures, I am trying my best to stack up my own money, because at some point in the near future, I do want to start my own supplement company. And what makes my fat burner different from others is I don't do that whole proprietary blend crap, where I know exactly in dosage what I'm putting into my body, and if I'm able to create this and go mainstream, there will be no proprietary blend. It's, you know, when you take this fat burner, this is what you're putting into your body. So it's one of where you know exactly what you're taking in. But even if you guys just want to take a fat burner, there are a couple that I could recommend. Like I said, you know, the brand that's called JYM, they have a pretty good fat burner. Performix has a pretty decent one. So yeah, those are just 2 if you want to, but I have been using the fat burner. It's just something that I've created myself. But again, remember, you guys, supplements are meant to supplement. Don't think just taking this will mean that it's gonna wipe all your worries clean. That's not how this works. Like I told you guys before, in my own opinion, my philosophy, 80% of you know, fat loss and weight loss is in that kitchen. It's what you're putting in your mouth outside of the supplements, and anywhere from, you know, about a good 15% to 17% is actually physically, you know, your workout gains. But pre-workout, my pre-workouts, I've used Performix Ion. I've used that, and I've also used PPK Power Punch Cake. That's by Blue Star. And I sometimes like to switch between the 2, but those 2 have you know, worked very, very well for me. You know, like, no issues. So in terms of a pre-workout, that is what I've used. And even when I was strength training, like I said, I probably should have said this, I have been doing some strength training, just not a whole lot. My workouts have primarily been cardio, but I have been doing some strength training. I probably should have clarified that earlier. But in terms of pre-workouts, definitely have been using that. In terms of protein powder, I've been using Blue Star, Chocolate Sin. Like I said, I have that. I'm trying to see, because there's, like, honestly, there's not really a whole lot of products that I ingest. Like, when I say that, it's mostly been whole foods that I've been consuming. Like, literally, that has been it. So that's really been it in terms of supplements. But at the same exact time, you guys try to ingest some fish oil if you can, or maybe get like a good joint support, a good multivitamin. Those are good, even just in terms of building blocks. Is that it for what I've ingested? Yeah, I think that's it. So outside of that, moving on to products that I've physically put on my person. One is Tiger Balm. I use Tiger Balm because, like I said, I do have aches and pains. Like I said, I do have back pain. I'm not gonna lie about that. But Tiger Balm has been one of those where, sometimes just to relax certain muscles, I've used Tiger Balm. There it is. Sweet Sweat. Love, love, love Sweet Sweat. I keep a jar of that at all times. I buy them, 2 at a time. And when I get down to 1 jar, I go buy 2 more. Always keep Sweet Sweat. And pretty much what it is you apply it to your body, and it's pretty much supposed to act as a exterior thermogenic, which is supposed to cause that area to heat up, which is going to burn more calories. And what I've done is I've mostly used that on my abdomen, my thighs, and my ass. I'm just going to be blunt, my ass. And what I would also do is when I would go on my walks, here's a little tip. I'm going to give y'all a little insider tip, okay? What I would do is I would put that on my, as I said, my abdomen, my thighs, and my ass. And then I would take some plastic wrap, suck in, poke my chest out. Y'all see these little A cups here. Poke my chest out, and then I would wrap myself with the plastic wrap. And then what I would do is, here's another product that I physically use, is a sweatband, a waistband. And I will put that on top. And I know you guys are probably like, what? Because the Sweet Sweat itself is going to kind of help me burn more calories in those specific areas, more or less on the abdomen, trying to lose inches on my abdomen. Putting the plastic wrap around it, pretty much like hold it in, and then putting the sweatband around is literally keeping everything tight. And on the walks, I've learned that if I walk with my back kind of like curved a little bit, chest out, and keep my abdomen straight, it helps in burning more calories. So again, with all of that stuff there, sweating like crazy, burning a lot with the exterior thermogenic, and just keeping everything wrapped up, I've done that. So that right there is just a little bit for you in terms of and I'm doing this like I have my glasses on. That lets you know that I wear glasses a lot. I will include, if I haven't already said this, I will include links down below to these products that I use. And more or less, a lot of these will be at bodybuilding.com. I'm telling you guys right now, if you guys are buying supplements, just get them from bodybuilding.com. Okay, all right. You can go to other stores. I just recommend bodybuilding.com. And no, I'm not endorsed by them, even though I wear a lot of their stuff. I'm not endorsed. Just throwing it out there. And I think that is all that I physically put on my body. I think about this, y'all, because I'm somewhat coming off the dome, because I really want this to be authentic. Like the only thing that I really wrote down is how I was going to actually give you guys the content. I haven't really rehearsed this because again, I really want this to be very, very authentic. And yeah, I think that's all that I physically put on my body. Not to mention, yes, I do have knee braces and elbow braces. So I do want to say that. Like when I'm physically working out on my own, I do have elbow braces because, like I said, I do have issues in my elbows that I need to get checked out. It's going to happen, but I'm fully aware. And knee braces because, again, I've had the surgery. So especially when I'm going on those long walks or when I'm doing low body workouts, I need my braces. And the very last thing, more or less, for what I'm talking about is products that I use. And the main product that I'm going to put out there And there are many different others. I'm going to mention this product because I've been using this brand, no shit, for years, especially when they had like one of the very first prototypes they had out. And that is 6-pack bags, 6-pack fitness. Like I said, I've been using them for so many years for meal management. Because like I said, I do a lot of food prep. So, you know, doing a food prep and having everything ready and throwing them into the bags. They have the ice packs and everything. There's different compartments. They have backpacks for females. They have purses that you can use. They have briefcases, duffel bags, but they have compartments built in where you can put your food and it's there. And they have different bags to fit everybody, like not everybody's, but a lot of different lifestyles. So whether you're active or professional or whatever the case may be, for what it's worth, they have a bag for you. And I like currently I have like 3 different bags. 2 different book bags and one of like the big, I think it's called the Innovator if I'm not mistaken. I have 3 of their bags. Expect reviews for all of this coming up near in the future, but it really helps. And one thing that I've learned is when you have the food already with you, you have to make up a good excuse not to eat the shit. But when you don't have food with you, it's easy to be like, well, I don't have food, so let me go ahead and buy something that's very nasty that I probably shouldn't have. So, and the very last thing that I think that I had to talk about is the current program that I'm going to start on Sunday. So it's called Shortcut to Shred. It is a 6-week program. It's focusing on the macros, which is protein, fats, and carbs. It's focusing on that. The workouts, for what it's worth, is going to be intense, and between each set, I have to do like a minute of cardio, which is supposed to add to the burn, you know, of dropping a lot, like burn a lot of its fat. Like it's like specified in terms of like supplements that I have to take, and I've actually purchased gym brand products for this particular set, mostly because, you know, one, they don't have a proprietary blend, which I actually do like, and pretty much for the supplements that I need to take, most of what is needed they have, and I also have my own supplements here, so it is what it is. But like I said, it's one of those where the macros itself, like I need to ingest, and I'm gonna hit you with the big one, 285 grams of fucking protein. That's a lot. That's what scares me the most, is consuming all of this. I know a lot of the protein is going to come from protein powder, and whew. And with this, I won't be able to do intermittent fasting. There's no way, because if I do intermittent fasting, try to do this, I'm going to be eating just pretty much just about every minute of the day. So, whew, this is going to be rough. I'm going to do the normal workouts that I do with, you know, like I said, my people, in addition to my own personal workouts that probably going to like be like immediately right after work. I'm going to see how this works, but if you guys have not been watching my vlogs, like I said, at a minimum you will get those weekly, and that's when you'll see a lot, and I will do my best to like kind of keep you guys posted and up to date more or less on that. At the end of the 6 weeks, so 6 weeks from this upcoming Sunday, you guys will get to see where I'm at, and like I said, the whole reason for me doing this video, again, the whole before and after, is I had to take a before picture for this program. So with that being said, that is the after picture for what I've just done. So that's all that I have, you guys. Thank you guys for watching this long video, almost an hour. I know I've been talking a lot, but hopefully you guys enjoyed this, all that good jazz. And you know, I did live up to my promise partially. You guys got to see the before and after, so it is what it is. If you guys want to do the shortcut to shred, like I said, I will leave the link to that down below as well. I would say thoroughly look into the program, understand the different areas of it, and if you guys are doing it, let me know. We can do this shit together. So that is all that I have. And with the BU365, be fierce, be well, be fabulous, all that good shit. But most importantly, you guys, be you. I'll see you guys on the next video. Alright, and stay tuned, cause the February challenge will be up very, very soon. Alright, you guys. Peace.